2, Natanya Green. Natanya Green, contestant number 2.
Twitter, tweets, Facebook posts, gossip magazines, social media, newspapers, ringtones, traffic, billboards, commercials, fantasy football leagues. What do all of these things have in common? Distractions. All of these things in our day-to-day lives are distractions. Having said that, it begs the question, distractions from what? And if we're being distracted, how can we learn to focus? Now these are subsidiary kinds of questions, I guess you could say, because what this all is leading to, I think, is the power of true listening. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, Chief Judge, the power of listening. Now, in order to answer these questions, I need you to travel back in time with me about 14 years and across 3,000 miles when I was a 7th grader in Sacramento, California. Now, I was living my regular middle school life until one day I had the honor, privilege, and opportunity to travel to Israel with my family to go on a special mission trip to listen. It was incredible. Rather than listening, or rather than visiting the sites and the tourist attractions and all the things and the smells and the markets and the things that you could do, we merely went to people's homes, businesses, offices. We took a seat and we listened to people in conflict tell their story. Tell their story about what it was like to travel to school, what it was like to try to get a job, what it was like living in that place and time. It was better than any newspaper article I could have ever read. It told me more about what it was to be human in that place and time than any documentary could have ever shown me. But that's not all. That's not all. Because that's one way of listening to another human-to-human interaction and connection, opening this up to what's beyond our own middle school life of day-to-day, to a whole other world. But there are worlds within worlds, right? Like the saying goes that if you save a life, you save all mankind. So let's go back to present day, where I've been studying meditation and Kripalu yoga at this amazing yoga center, where instead of going out into the world, out into ancient times, back into history, into present conflict and so on, we're going deeper and deeper and deeper into the self and into the mind. Trying to close our eyes away from the people around us and visit the places and the ancestry of our own thoughts and feelings. Incredible landscape, incredible sights and sounds. The problem is, we hardly ever get there because we're tweeting and we're Facebooking and we're driving on the freeway with all the traffic and the billboards and they're saying these things that I don't even care about, but I can't help but see them, and so what do? I'm distracted from true listening. And the tools that I learned as a 13-year-old back in Israel, back in these ancient places where it was just about who are you and who am I, led me back to those places inside my own self where I, like the Rumi poem says, became my own guest house. And to paraphrase, because who else could be Rumi but Rumi, we are our own guest house. And whomever shows up, whether it be fear or joy or grief or rage, welcome him into your home, seat him at your table, and listen. What do those feelings have to say about your life now? What beautiful sights could open up if only we took the moment to listen, to really hear what they had to say? I have an amazing life coach named Rachel Cole who talks about these feelings, these things that arise within us that are yearning to be heard as our hungers, that we're so hungry to try to feed them that we search outside ourselves, wanting more and more. We go to fast food, we go to fast places, we go here and there trying to get what we want, and all along it's within us, deep inside. In order to do that, we have to pause. We have to take a step back without trying to go anywhere or do anything, and deeply, deeply listen. Thank you.